already know what time it is, man. We got Big Jalen up in this motherfucker, man. No one bigger than he. Know what I'm saying? We got a OG in the fucking game, man. Sabio, man. Y'all know Sabio from nigga be on Garfield, man. He be on pseudo killers, man. You didn't heard him every goddamn where, man. Sabio is a motherfucking gem to the information that we trying to put forth, compartmentalize, and then spread out to the information. Know what I'm saying? Sabio, what's up with it, boss?
What up with you, Sean? I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate it. I just try to bring the information the way that it's presented to me and make sure that it's accurate and I fact check everything that I present, you know.
Overstood, man. Jalen, man, you already know what it is, man. It's been about a week since we had went live. How long it's been, Big Jalen?
Shit, like a week. Like literally a week, bro. Last time we did this was last Thursday.
Nah, for real. Everything going good with you?
Oh yeah, man. Everything going good. I'm over here putting up the dishes and shit. Baby about to cook.
All right, so Sabio, I'm about to get this link out, but I want you to build on this question real quick. So when we talk about seeing these statues in Egypt with their nose knocked off of them, you know what I'm saying? Is that an invader's jealous act, or is that something that we just see in Africa on a day-to-day basis?
You know what? That's a good question. And from what I've seen, it seemed like what new invaders would do. Anytime a new kingdom would come in, they would destroy the statues of the old people.
Come on.
Facts.
So it seems like it's something that invaders do when they come into a new area. So that was a question that was asked in the chat a couple of days ago. Why would if those people were always there, why would they destroy them statues of their ancestors?
Preach. Preach, my nigga. That's my whole thing. Like, oh, my bad. Somebody was talking.
My fault, bro. My fault to interrupt you. Brother, man, I just want to ask you a question. Are you religious by any chance? I just want to ask.
No, I'm not.
Good, perfect. Now I can say this. Now, you said invaders, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. Maybe I'm wrong, but Sean, I already know you're going to get a kid, you know what I'm saying, get a laugh out this question. But the Christian God and his people, were they not invaders?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all. All right. Thank you. Sean, you got somebody here with some fucking sense, my nigga.
Hey, Jalen. Hey, the good thing is, the same shit we be banging on, Sabio be banging on too, bro.
Yeah, bro, gotta get in here. Thank you, bro. Like, god damn.
Hey, so everybody know what I'm saying? Subscribe to psychological change. What is it? Psychological change?
Shackle breakers.
Psychological shackle breakers. Subscribe to Psychological Shackle Breakers on YouTube. My boy really got all the fucking information. Like, instead of running to the niggas with the big names, we need to see what's going on, peep out the niggas that got the information, and then just, know what I'm saying, grab a hold of that information, know what I'm saying, instead of just following a group, a cult, or a religion.
Yeah, I say that all the time. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I really do. But the thing that I'll be trying to get us to look at, and I'm hoping we are starting to see it, is that these invasions, they did something to populations. You know, it's like say for instance, right now, 1,500 of us was to just pick up and go to an island, right? And the island only got 500 people on there, right? And 200 of them are men. So that means you have women and children and elderly folk, right? Now we wipe out the men and we mate with the women. What's going to happen to the populations as the generations keep changing, keep mixing? that indigenous population eventually is going to be replaced.
Yeah, and change, discarded.
So yeah, they'll maintain some African elements, but it'll continue to be diluted. And I guess that's what Ngozi and them are trying to say, that if the genes, the DNA will be there, but it'll be mixed up with the Anatolian farmers and all that shit that they like to throw in, those people from the Levant. You know how they like to say it. I don't like using all that shit. I just like keeping it basic and right there on what people saw and what people can actually attest to.
And
Because back
another
then they
thing,
wasn't looking at DNA.
Sabio, ain't this the damn Sphinx or something like that that's getting buried in the sand or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if you took pride in your ancestors' work, if you took pride in your goddamn ancestors' art and abilities, wouldn't you make sure the goddamn sand don't get that high around that goddamn statue?
I mean, that's a possibility, but I don't know if there's really much they can do about that. I think some things are just nature doing what nature does. You know, like now if they have people out there like around the Sphinx and guarding the Sphinx, I don't know, but I would think they would want to like preserve it as best as they could. Yeah, I think they would want to if that was their ancestors. Yeah, they would want to preserve it as best as they could.
Well, whose ancestors? Because the people in Egypt ain't real Egyptians.
Well, we know that, but they say they are because they've been there for the last umpteen hundred years.
Oh man.
That's what's crazy because
Yeah.
people ask questions like, "What happened to the Greeks that invaded, or what happened to the Romans? Are they still in Egypt? What happened to them? Did they ever leave? What happened to the Persians
The
that
Persians, the
invaded?
Ottomans.
Right? What happened to all those other groups that invaded? Did they ever leave?"
Shit.
That's why the motherfuckers look like that. They so mixed with all them goddamn invasions. What they call it? What they call it? Back migration.
Yeah, fine.
Man, I just call it, it's a mixed up society that's probably that had an African element that was probably black at one time that got mixed up. A lot of people are not willing to say that. Hey,
I agree with you 100%.
like if it started from the South and these people were coming from the Sudan and the areas that the scholars keep telling us that they was coming from, then I could only, deduce that they had to be dark skinned melanated people coming from the South.
And that is true because when you talk to, and the reason why, what I'm saying, the reason I can put a little on this is because I've spoken to Egyptologists and people like that from over there, but I was told that the three pyramids represented Kush, Ethiopia, and Nubia. So I mean, even with that history alone, like whether it's true or whether it's misconstrued, I mean, it makes sense. Egypt is in Africa. At the end of the day, Egypt is in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it made Egypt easier to invade because it was the closest to these other areas.
Mm-hmm.
And then you think about it. They say Egypt was once a forest, correct?
I don't think I've ever heard about it ever been a
Like,
forest.
well, the land of Kim had vegetation.
Yeah.
From what they see, what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying a forest, but we're gonna say vegetation. Like what I'm saying? Like it was a great place to be. It was like heaven on earth.
Yeah, I could say that it had vegetation at one time.
Well, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and from where all the scholars, like they made it, like even now with Egypt, like they made Egypt seem like it was just like this wonderful place. Like what me and bro call it, we call it the Mecca. So I mean, you know, it's just like I said, a lot of stuff to take into it and everything. But I 110% agree with you. Like, it was melanated people there. I just don't understand why it's so hard to admit that. That's the biggest question.
Because saying things like, well, saying that would be what they consider pseudo or going against scholarship, but the scholars are saying some of the things that people are saying. And it's crazy that it's just going to take time for people to start catching up. You know, there's a conversation that I've been having on my channel, and it's a hard conversation to have, and it's about this idea of race and racism, and it, you know, because we've been taught that it's a recent construction, it's a 16th century construct, and I say no. I stand on the opposite side of that. I say these things have ancient antecedents and ancient ideas that were capitalized and pushed forward more in the 16th century, 17th century, 18th century, 19th century, and so forth. But they had ancient precedents, and I have a plethora of scholars agreeing with me on this, and I've been gradually showing this. But you know, it's the same way Smash Rockwell has been doing over there on his channel with showing Black in Egypt and what the scholars and the Greeks and the Romans and all those people coming into Egypt were saying about the people. You know, they are calling the people this, and why is we afraid to call the people what they would call it? That being politically correct shit. And I guess that's the stance. We gotta be politically correct, you know.
I mean, but it's in history, dog. Like it's in history. It's there. I mean, it's there. You know, I'm big on philosophy and everything. Like, I read, philosophy from Solar and Pythagoras, and everybody. I mean, they all said the same thing. Like, for one, we all know Kush means black. Like, that's what they refer them to. So I mean, it's right there. So again, my biggest thing is that how can y'all not admit that when y'all let this stuff be put in the libraries right there? It's not making sense to me.
I mean, at this time, it goes to this whole idea of taken from Africa. If you trace back through history, every country, every people that ever went into Africa, they've always did what? Take from it.
Factuals.
So
Damn.
it goes into that idea.
Like, when you think about that, it's even going on now. Like, the iPhones that niggas be using and shit like that. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's the history of the invaders in Africa.
Hey, Sabio.
What up?
So when you hear niggas saying that they Moors and you hear niggas talking about, nah, we the black Moors, how you feel about that?
I feel like they disrespecting themselves, and they don't even know why they're disrespecting themselves. They think they're honoring themselves because of this so-called idea that Moors ruled Spain when they were really just like slaves and Christians, and navigators. You know, they worked on ships and shit like that in a for the Spanish and shit like that. But it's just some crazy shit. They want to attach themselves to something other than being African. You know, they want to be
Identity crisis,
units.
bro.
Yeah, they want to be units and shit. You know, they want to have their balls and shit cut off and shit so they can get bestowed with horses and chariots and, gifts and shit like that from the Sultan and shit. Be a harem guard and shit.
Now let me ask you this, because this is one of my go-tos right here. If I'm gonna believe in the motherfucking book, I need the nigga bones. If you're gonna try to put this nigga in history at a goddamn time period, we got dinosaur bones, we got motherfucking reptile, we got all type of goddamn, we got crocodiles been here goddamn over goddamn 50 million years, all type of crazy ass turtles been here over 200 million years, all type of crazy ass archaeological numbers. Is there anybody in the Bible that we could find their bones?
I I don't know for certain. You know, they say there's some people in their bones they have found. There's talking about finding the skeleton of Paul. I don't know how valid that is. I haven't been over to the Vatican. I haven't done the radiocarbon dating. I am not into all that. So I'm not 100% sure on all that. So I'm not gonna say I've heard that they have, like you said, Akhenaten, maybe some people in the Old Testament they probably found some. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Well,
But
the
I
reason
think
why,
the Bible, I think all of it is just. I think the Bible is an ancient comic book. That's what I call the Bible, an ancient comic book.
100. What's up, Jamie?
nah, what I was saying, now the reason I said Akhenaten, like I said, I be fucking, you know, I be fucking with bro. Like I call that nigga Moses because when you read up on that nigga and the shit that
He wasn't Moses.
No, but what I'm saying that's where the story, like, it's certain stuff like how he went through and he faced, you know, certain people and certain.
He's saying that Moses wasn't a real person. They stole that story of Akhenaten.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
they did it. They didn't even use Akhenaten to make Moses up off. Moses is based off a whole different character.
Who is he based off of?
He's based off some Middle Eastern dude, some Middle Eastern Levitan, Sumerian dude.
Would you say that he would have 0% of Akhenaten influence, or he could have, for the simple fact that they were stealing?
Nah, they didn't. They wasn't stealing either. They wasn't stealing either. You see, that whole shit, that monotheism shit was something that was being what I'm starting to understand from being around, listening to Garfield, Myth Vision, and other people is this thing of cultural translatability. You know, culture's been within close proximity at that time, and they're just sharing shit. And that's basically what was going on. You got to understand, these people was trading with each other. They was in close proximity. One of the longest, oldest trade routes in history runs through Egypt across the Levant.
Damn, hold on, Sabio. I think damn. I know you ain't riding with Garfield that the damn Bible didn't come from Egypt. I know you ain't riding with Garfield.
The Bible didn't come from, it was written in Egypt. The Bible was written in Egypt, yeah. I will agree that, yeah, it was written in Egypt, but no, it don't come from Egypt. It has nothing to do with Egyptian or Africans or none of that.
So it ain't, so some of the stories in the Bible didn't come from Egypt.
Oh, there's a couple of them that come from Egypt.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. My bad. That's what I was saying.
Like, yeah, you know, like there's a couple of proverbs and, you know, there's some traces, but most of that shit is Middle Eastern Sumerian shit.
You got it, Jalen.
About what?
Shit, you want to ask a question or you want me to keep going?
Ask the question.
No, I was saying
I'll do my best to answer it if I can.
Nah, nah, bro. Honestly, bro, I was zoned out and everything. Shit, I heard, like I said, the only, like when bro said that the Bible, some of the stories was written, you know what I'm saying, came from Egypt. I was like, damn, hold on, because I never even knew that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you ain't
papyrus, the papyrus and shit. And yeah,
like,
I Proverbs, I think.
I knew like the proverb. I knew some stuff like, you know, the Egyptian Book of the Dead and shit had some shit to do with like Psalms and shit like that, and like certain like. But you know, when you know what I'm saying. But when you said like, you know, when you said like the Bible, like I'm thinking, bro, said like the Bible was written in Egypt. And I'm like, hold on, what? You know what I'm saying? Like I thought you were talking about like the whole Bible. I'm like,
what you mean by that?
Yeah, the Bible, that the papyrus and some of the books of the Bible happen to be written in Egypt.
Some of the books.
See, yeah, okay.
Happen to be written in Egypt.
Yeah. They
had
bro,
scribes, they had writers, they had all that shit in Egypt.
We all know, bro, like the Bible, bro, is made, like you said, bro, it's a fucking comic book, dog. It's a comic book. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like King James and his lineage are forever paid. Like, Real shit. Like that
There's
nigga
a
is
lot of people who's paid off that crappy ass piece of
bro.
shit.
Like, yeah, bro. Like, it's a whole bunch of like families, bro, that's still making bread off this shit, bro. And it's crazy to me. It's crazy. Cause it's like, bro, it's like I be presenting this shit to people and they be calling me this and calling me that. I'm be like, bro, like the shit is right here. The shit, the history is here.
Because it's the
Yo,
greatest story
yo
ever
shit,
told.
yo shit came from a nigga named Aladdin to a nigga that thought he was Amin Ra to a nigga thought he was. Come on, bro. It's like y'all shit is bullshit. It don't, like you said, bro. It's the greatest fucking book ever told,
You
written,
gotta
everything.
you gotta understand that the way that this thing was written, and I'm starting to understand that there's a good book. I think I told people to get it. It's a free book. I don't know if it's free now, but I got it free on Google Play Books.
What's the name?
Called hold on, I'm trying to pull it up. My laptop tripping right now.
Chevy, you remember the name shit? Cause I may got that bitch.
Yeah, it's hold on, let me see if I can pull it up on my phone.
Is it anything related to the Bible?
Yeah.
The Apocrypha?
Nah, hell nah. No. No.
Let me say no.
The Early History of God,
Oh yeah.
Yahweh, and the Other Canaanite Deities by Mark S. Smith.
That's what Gullah was talking about that first time I met him.
The Yahweh and the Early History of God. Yeah, this is a book that I tell people to get. That book it breaks down a lot of shit. And there's another book on here that I tell people they should get. I haven't mentioned it in a minute though, but it's another book about Yahweh and early Canaanite history. I do a lot of reading. I'm a bit of a nerd.
Nah, bro, I'm right there with you, bro.
Hey, Sabio.
What up?
So how you feel about? I'm gonna go through a whole bunch of lists. How you feel about Muslims?
I think they the biggest and worst sellouts. Which Muslims specifically? Be more specific.
Black Muslims in America.
I think they're the
Hold
biggest
up.
sellouts.
And black Muslims in Africa.
I think they're the biggest sellouts in the world. I think they don't fully understand the religion that they're adhering to, that they chose to swear by and live their life by, and how disrespectful it is to them.
Mm-hmm.
I could not ever be a Muslim. Once they told me once I heard about the Asiatic black man, I'm like, what? What? Asiatic black man? My mama never told me I was Asian. My
Right.
grandmama never told me I was Asian. My granddaddy never told me I was Asian. My daddy never told me I was Asian. Hold on. Now I gotta listen to some niggas with a book tell me I'm the Asiatic black man? Nah, that shit don't add up. And then life originated in Africa. Like I've been hearing that since I was about 8 years old.
That's a fact.
Like if life originated in Africa, what the fuck is this shit about the Asiatic black man? Y'all got me confused, so I could not ever fall for that one.
Honestly, I feel like, no disrespect to any black person that's, black woman, man, child, whatever, that's watching this channel. No disrespect when I say this, but I feel like if you are a part of any Abrahamic religion, you just a slave in itself. Like, I mean, that's the best way I can tell you, because like none of them. I mean, like I said, bro, it's just like, bro, you just gotta put shit together, but none of them ever really spoke highly about our people. They never did. They never did, bro. Like, and then bro, no, like I don't like Christianity, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, bro, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, my great grandma is is 80% Native American. You know what I'm saying? And it be tripping me out when she, when she be, telling me, talking to me about God. You know what I'm saying? Up, which I understand, she's older. But it's like, bro, it's like, how? When, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was, this book was basically what got us chained. My part of my ancestors chained and my other ancestors eradicated. and ran off their land. So, you know what I'm saying, bro? It's
it's a crazy juxtaposition that they put us in. It's a crazy situation that they put us in.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like now, it's like here in America, they got us all wondering like who we are. And we so ignorant and so scared and afraid to figure out who we are. We rather go against every, you know what I'm saying, each other instead of just getting down to the main, quick, who the fuck are we?
And you want to know why? There's a crazy
Man,
juxtaposition
talk to me, bro. Talk to me, bro.
There's a crazy juxtaposition that this religion puts black people in, and it's actually reiterated. And I've been saying it for a long time, but it's reiterated in this paper to wash a blackamoor right, to wash a blackamoor white religious ethnic rhetoric in early England. What is reiterated is this idea of the Christian race. It goes back to the verse in Galatians when Paul says, "You're neither Jew nor Greek, slave nor free, male nor female." Basically, it's like you shed off your race and your identity to become, and they created this new race called the Christian race. So this juxtaposition or this conundrum that they put black people in is, do we want to be African? Do we want to be black? Or do we want to be Christian?
And again, that's another thing I want to. How in the fuck do you associate your religion as your race? Like with Jews,
because the new race is Christian. The new race, you're no longer.
I'm talking about the other
You're no
Abrahamic
longer
religions.
African. You're no longer African. You're no longer this. You're no longer. You are a Christian. You have shed all that.
You
All
a
that
damn
has been
true
replaced.
Israelite.
Right. Exact. Basically, you shed all that, and you take on a new identity.
Now you a Jew. Now you the chosen motherfucker.
Right. You become a chosen person under this identity. So whatever you was in your past is erased. That's the that's the mindset that it actually subconsciously creates. So yeah, they'll profess it on the outside. Yeah, I'm African, I'm this, I'm that. But inside, no, they're not really living that. They're not really fighting for that. They're really fighting to make you a Christian because they think you professing your Africanness is a sin, and being an African is a sin because that's what the religion teaches.
Yep, because during the Roman time, they called us Cretans. Like they called us, you know what I'm saying, people with no souls.
Oh, they called us worse than that.
Yeah, I already know. You know what I'm saying, but that's just some of the few. You feel me? Like, so yeah, man. Go ahead, Sean. You about to say something?
Yeah, Sabio and Jalen, how y'all feel about the psychological effect that the Bible and the Quran talking about hell put on our people?
It's a boogeyman shit. We had this
Oh, it scared
conversation.
the shit out of them. They don't know what to do.
Bro, look, here's how I see it, dude. This is how I see it. All right. These motherfuckers who be saying, oh, you gonna go to hell this, you gonna go to hell that. You know what I'm saying? The same people, the people who really be pushing it, we be seeing in these fucking infomercials, YouTube, all this other shit, be the same motherfuckers, bro, who be doing the most heinous fucking shit. They be talking about, oh, the 10 Commandments, nigga. I ain't seen a preacher follow all. I have never come across a preacher that followed all 10. Priests, whatever you want to call them, bro. I've never seen any of them follow all 10 ever in their life.
Well, one of them they can't follow. The one about thou shalt not lie. They can't follow that one.
Oh,
they can't. That one they cannot follow. It's impossible for them to follow that one. Why? Because there's so many lies and mistruths in the Bible that for them to even throw a verse at you, they would have to make sure they're not lying about the verse. So You know, like if they say God doesn't show regret, then we can go into the Bible verse and prove them for lying because he regretted making man. He regretted flooding the earth. So supposedly, so so there's some things that they can't say. They can't.
All right, so when we talk about 40 acres and a mule, Sabio, can you expound on that?
What do you mean?
The whole everybody was supposed to get 40 acres and a mule. I know you real big on African American history and the amendments. Can you expound on the 40 acres and a mule and how we got fucked?
I don't really think it was that we were really supposed to get that. I think it was a misinterpretation. I could be wrong, but I think there was somebody who was granted some land, 40 acres. I would have to do the research and pull his name up. I don't have it off the top of my head right now. But that whole idea, if they gave us 40 acres of land, and they wouldn't have any land left for themselves. So I don't think that would have been viable or plausible. I think it was just a misinterpretation of something. I don't know though.
Would you say that Hebrew Israelites and Aboriginal? Would you say that Hebrew Israelites and Aboriginals are anti-reparations?
Yeah.
What the hell is an Aboriginal? What the fuck is this, dude? I be getting this shit and like, bro, what the fuck is that? Like, I'm sorry, bro. I ain't trying to get mad, bro, but I'm sorry, but I'm tight. Like, they should.
What the fuck is an Aboriginal?
But for real, not like I ain't trying to be funny, bro. But what the fuck is that, bro? Sean keeps saying that shit, bro, and I be like, bro, what the fuck is that? Is that the niggas in Australia? Who the fuck is that?
That's what I thought. That's what I thought they were.
That's what I thought, bro. Because if I remember correctly, them niggas
but don't let no Aboriginal be in the chat. He gonna come on the panel and tell you he's an Abo to America.
Man, I don't give a.
It's gonna be a black man come on the chat and tell you we are from America. We were not. Our ancestors did not come through the slave trade. Our ancestors are not African. We are native to America.
Bro, my great grandma, bro, told me the stories, bro, from her grandmother, bro, that was passed down, bro. My ancestors seen people come from a ship, and it wasn't the white people. Black people came first. That's exactly what the story has been passed down in my family. So, bro, again, what the fuck is an Aboriginal, bro? You either African, you Indian, or you mixed from your slave owner, bro. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck is an Aboriginal, bro? I'm starting to get mad. I'm about to hit this weed real quick because now I'm getting mad.
My nigga say, what the fuck is a?
Cause like, an Aboriginal is an original black man to America that did not come off a slave ship, that either flew over here on a magic carpet ride, had some magical submarine.
So niggas are Latin now, son?
Niggas had a magical submarine, or they had some dragons or a big ass anaconda that they walked across the Atlantic Ocean on. Or they had a ship and they decided that the ship wasn't good enough, so they destroyed that motherfucker when they got here.
And then, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know, now that I'm mad, I'm about to take another shot. You know, shout out to Sean, bro. Shout out to Sean, because Sean really opened up my eyes, and I really started to think. Y'all remember when that nigga Kyrie got banned from the NBA for like a short stint for that movie?
Hey,
whoever made that movie,
Hebrews to Negroes,
bro. Yeah,
whoever
fuck
made
you.
That movie.
Yeah, bro. Cause like, bro, like, don't get me wrong. I seen what they put. Like, some of the stuff they said, bro, I was like, okay. But some of the stuff they said is like 50-50 for me, bro. It's like, I'm not gonna say all of the stuff was BS, because you know that movie. I mean, for 3 hours, that shit is empowering to black people. I give it that. But bro, don't be giving us no false narrative, bro.
Man, that shit is not empowering. That shit is crap.
No, I'm talking about, like, I can see where black people will be empowered. That's what I'm talking about, like, from a, you know what I'm saying, from a typical black American.
From a weak black American that don't know themselves.
Exactly.
That needs a biblical foundation, who want to be Levitinian. We're not Levitinian.
What's a
Our
Levitinian?
ancestors, a person from the Bible, a person, an Israelite or a Canaanite. Our person is not an Israelite or a Canaanite.
Matter of fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and take another shot. Hebrew Israelites, y'all niggas done. Y'all cooked, son. Like y'all cooked. Y'all cooked, son. Like I'm sorry, bro. Like the 5%ers had y'all, bro. 5%ers had y'all in a chokehold.
Yeah,
y'all had the audacity trying to make a comeback in 2020.
I'm gonna take a shot for my boy Jalen too.
Yeah, they trying to be these Bible people.
Bro, like,
and that's to shake off the stigma.
How do you find comfort in something that kept you that literally put you in the bind that you are in now in this country?
Because they think it was ordained by God. They think we are cursed.
And with that mindset, and with that mindset, in the way science proved, you know, that mindset can really fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if a whole collective thinking the same way.
Bingo. So that's why you have Hebrew Israelite cats. They all think we're cursed.
Bro, like, come on, man. Like, I just
Deuteronomy 28:68 is the verse they live off of.
Ain't that the same book that preached about it was fine to rape, kill, and pill? Ain't that the same book, if I'm not mistaken?
Hey, that book talks about a lot of shit. That we should not be trying to live by in 2023. That is an Iron Age religion. You see, this is what gets me. This is what they trying to live by is Iron Age thought systems from Iron Age goat herders, sheep herders, and vagabonds.
Man,
in 2023, we're in the space age. They're about to have flying fucking cars, yo. We about to be like the Jetsons in this bitch.
Nah. That nigga said the Jetsons, son.
Facts.
And niggas talking about Iron Age gods. If you don't wake up,
man, look, man.
What happened to all the people that stayed stuck in the Iron Age? They all died the fuck out. Why did they die out? Because the New Age came in.
New Age came in.
And what happened to the Bronze Age? It got wiped out because the New Age came in. And what happened to that age? It kept getting wiped out because New Ages came in. Now we're in the technological age. When are we gonna wipe out the fucking Iron Age shit?
Once we get them niggas that's in power.
Hey, the Book of Deuteronomy is a goddamn Chief Keef album.
No, gangster. No, real shit. Not real shit. That's bro. If a nigga was able to turn that entire book into an album, like a drill album, it will go multi-gold.
I wouldn't even try to
listen to it. I'd be so scared.
I wouldn't even try to make no album off the Bible. That shit crap. The whole Bible is crap. From the opening page to the last page, it's a good book of crap. It's an excellent read though if you know how to read it as literature. Just keep your beliefs out of it. But it's crap.
Hey, Sabio, so when you talk about Paul in the Bible, can you was Paul real? Like, where you come at with that?
I stand on that Paul was a real individual. He existed in history, yeah. The reason why is you have people writing about him in his time. You have his letters. Then, like I said, they say supposedly they found his tomb and his coffin and his skeleton. Supposedly, I don't know. You can read more about it in a book by James Tabor, Paul and Jesus. You can get that on Google Play Books also for free. Just type in Paul and Jesus, it should pop up and read it. I mean, if you agree with him and the other things that the scholars put out about Paul, I mean, hey, I just know if whoever that motherfucker was a crafty motherfucker, he was crafty.
So do you believe that Jesus was a real person?
No. I think Jesus was made up off of a whole bunch of Roman motifs and ideas that existed around the time this Christian code was formulated.
So when you say Paul is real and Jesus is not real, how can you make that conclusion?
Because Paul is coming from a Jewish standpoint, so Paul would already have this idea of a Messiah figure coming from his standpoint. Plus, Paul was taught Gnosticism, and they already have this idea of a so-called celestial being. So Paul is that's why I say Paul is crafty, because Paul took a lot of his teachings and mixed them in to create this new idea, or help extend this new idea called Christianity.
Wait, hold on. Rewind that back. Rewind that back. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. You said Paul used some of his ideas?
Yeah.
So you trying to tell me that for 22 years, I mean, say 18 years of my life,
You was a Paulinist. You followed the teachings of Paul. I can tell you everything you taught. I was a Paulinist. Most Christians today are following Paul. If you believe that you don't have to be, if you believe this, that Jesus died, was resurrected,
man,
and sits at the right hand of God, you're a Paulinist.
Bro, like I told bro say that Jesus never existed. I say that this man was just, they just chose somebody random and then decided to just use different stories to create him. That's my idea of him. You know what I'm saying?
I could be wrong, but hey, that's just from what I'm reading. I read a lot of different shit. So, like, I could give y'all a lot of different books, a lot of different authors, and it's up to y'all to do the research,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I say all them motherfuckers fake. That's what what I say.
And for y'all to draw your own conclusions. It's just from what I keep reading, it's not it, and what I keep pulling out is seeing that it's seeming like he was just a compilation of Greco-Roman ideas.
Yeah, he was, and that's exactly like I felt like they chose somebody who was popular. He probably did some, some shit to piss some niggas off. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? You know how niggas be painting niggas pictures and shit. You know what I'm saying? When they be on the run back in them days. So, but I feel like that nigga was niggas chose a popular nigga from Egypt, an Arabic nigga, and they gave him the stories of niggas from Greek and Rome and shit. And then
And I could
boom,
be
you already
wrong.
said,
Shit.
you know what I'm saying? Now you saying Paul added his shit, there you go.
I mean, Paul never met Jesus, so you got to take all that shit into account. So for Paul to be actually talking about a person that he never met, would be kind of hard,
And you know so crazy? When I was growing up, the way the preacher was, you know what I'm saying, was doing his thing, he made it seem Paul met this man.
Facts.
Jesus was
dead. Am I
tripping? Paul and Jesus never met.
Hey, so Sabio, how you feel about spirituality?
I don't think we have a spirit, so I honestly don't think we have a spirit, so I don't have no feeling for it.
I agree with you 1,000,000%. I agree with you 1,000,000%. Okay, so let's talk about African spirituality. When you hear, I hear these stories about the juju and the voodoo and putting the hex on people and stabbing the doll, and wherever you stabbed it at, the motherfucker get shot there or feel a pain there, and or doing some of this shit to where you put a spell on the motherfucker to where a motherfucker can't see, and he end up losing his vision in Africa. Do you believe this shit, or you think it's all fake?
I think it's all bullshit. I got a voodoo doll right here. Shit. I'm not even lying. I got a straight voodoo doll in my room. I got from New Orleans a couple years ago. Shit. That motherfucker said it sets to be right here in my room, chilling. I don't believe in none of that shit.
Man, we out here sacrificing precious, beautiful motherfuckers for the sake of a goddamn spell and curse.
But that's what people do, you know. That's what I'm understanding as I read and as I get older, and I look back, you have to start realizing that people tried shit to experiment and figure shit out because they didn't know. So, so if they felt like some drug got a motherfucker high, then they would attribute that shit to some other shit. That's where the word spirits came from. You get drunk off of liquor, and it calls you what? Spirits. So that shit weird. It's just weird how we
Rambo
just
Yappa
spin
Chopper,
shit.
what the business is.
Yes, sir.
Already. So let me try to come up. Okay, so when we think of when we think in the African spirituality, and when you hear those terms, African spirituality, what comes to your mind, Sabio?
Bullshit. Because I don't think it.
Bullshit.
Quote unquote.
Come on.
Bullshit. Just I don't see them as spiritual systems. I
Okay,
never like.
okay. Let me give you this, Sabio. The Haitian Revolution, when they talked about the damn voodoo helped them win the war. You get that shit 0% credit.
0% credit. You will know what gave them niggas. You know what helped them Haitians win that war? They
That
wanted to
nicotine.
be free.
What'd you say?
They wanted to be free,
On
and
my
they got
mama.
rid of all them snitches. They got rid of all the traitors first. The first thing they did was they got rid of all the sellouts, and then they went and got rid of who? They oppressors. You get rid of the sellouts, you ain't got to worry about what your shit being snatched down, your shit being taken down.
I ain't gonna cap, man. I think voodoo work.
Mm-mm. It wasn't voodoo.
Run your shit, Rambo Yappa
It
Chopper.
was
Run your
dead.
shit. Give us some experience. Give us a testimony.
Just saying, man. Like I already know. Like
So if I
I
was
know
to,
about. I know
so I
about the
got an enemy
placebo
right
effect.
now. So
I
I
know.
got I got an enemy, and I got a voodoo doll. Can I put a hex on him with my voodoo doll?
Yeah, shit. Do you know
You,
what to say and what to do?
nope. Teach me right now. Hold on.
Shit, I ain't say
Here
I'm
go
a
my
voodoo
voodoo
priest.
doll right now.
Hey,
I
he
ain't say
said,
I'm
You
a
see
yeah,
my
voodoo
voodoo
priest.
doll?
voodoo dog.
I ain't say I'm a voodoo
See,
priest now. Don't take my words
there go
out of
my voodoo
context.
doll right there.
Oh, now
Take
you
my
gotta go
words
to,
literal.
hey, you gotta go to the woo lady.
You gotta go to the voodoo priest, man, or
Go
the
to the
root.
woo
You gotta go
lady.
to a root doctor,
Hey,
man.
Sabio, they specialize in that.
Yeah, can't nobody just do that shit.
This shit, I just stuck it with the pins and told that nigga to die.
Yeah,
No.
it's certain shit you could go. You certain shit, like yeah.
This shit,
My boy
I just got it
Sabio,
being
man.
stupid.
Hey, I got an uncle-in-law from Africa, and he was telling me about the sacrifices and the curses and the making motherfuckers to go blind, and the next day they go blind. He telling me these stories with so much conviction. I'm telling him, brother, it's in there, it's in your head.
Man, listen though, there's no cap.
Okay, well,
This
I
a
hear
real life story right here.
What's up, Bo?
Man, listen. Before I went to the Fed, right, I was in the county. Fought around to get in the cell with my cousin. Don't know he my cousin until visit one day, and my dad like, who that nigga is right there? That's your cousin. And called him up, and we started talking and all that shit. Long story short, he fucked with that voodoo shit. So he done did some shit, and he done fucked up. Listen now, he done fucked up. Cause he ain't out there to keep he ain't got access to the shit he need to keep doing this shit. Cause it might be some shit. I'm just gonna use an example. It might be like, goddamn, man, shit, here go this goddamn pink rock, man. Keep this bitch in your left shoe, but take it out when you go to sleep. Or like it be some dumbass shit. It might be side dumb to you, but shit, whatever you got to do, that's what the hell you got to do. You feel me? Bathe in some fucking duck blood or some, it might be some dumbass shit. It just depends on the levels of what you got. If it's
you have
evil or
fun. I'm
good or
cool.
whatever, you feel me? But he ain't, story short, he ain't have what he needed to do to keep it ritual going. Man, listen, man. The motherfucking spirits latched on to both of us, nigga. In the fucking cell, nigga. That bitch jumped on his ass. I see that shit. I'm goddamn acting like, yeah, bitch, I already know what time it is. Cause I goddamn,
I
I
wish you
slick
had a phone
believing
so you
that
could have
shit at the
recorded
time.
that
You feel
shit.
me?
Cause
Man, listen,
we
man.
need
Man, that
videotapes of
shit
shit
jumped
like
on my
that.
ass, man. You ain't gonna
Bo,
Extraordinary
did you say the
claims
spirit
require
jumped on?
extraordinary evidence.
Hey,
You
well,
know,
you goddamn, well,
ain't
you
that
show
what we
me,
say, Shawnee?
well, you show me any average nigga with goddamn footage of energy.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Bo, what
We
you
hear it
mean?
a lot.
But we still talk about science and talk about energy and matter and all that shit. Why the hell you can't believe that? It ain't nothing but an energy. You
Nah,
talking about
nah,
it's negative
nah.
energy and positive
Hey,
energy.
Bo,
Just like they say good energy and
explain
bad
to us,
energy. That
Bo.
all that shit the same, man.
Hey, Bo, you said it jumped on you. It said it jumped
Yeah,
on
that
you.
shit
We
jumped on
trying
me,
to,
man, and held me down, man. This
hey,
true story, man.
Bo,
I
we
wish
trying
my
to get a
daughter
Bo,
remember this shit, man. I've been having experiences with this shit, man. That shit
Bo,
tried to latch on
Bo,
my motherfucking daughter in the free world, nigga.
Bo,
I've
Bo.
been
Check
having
it out.
experience with this shit.
Bo, we trying to get a visualization. So when you say the spirit jumped on you in a cell, explain to me what you mean, brother.
When shit, that bitch will latch on to you, nigga, and you hold your ass down, nigga. Your ass can't move, be wide awoke, nigga. Can't even scream, nigga. On my fucking kids, nigga. Fuck my mama.
What that sound like, Jalen?
What you mean? Shit, nigga. Shit. I don't know. Sleep paralysis. But shit. But at the same time, bro said he was awake. So what the fuck could it be? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, bro, I look, when it comes to this energy and positive, I stand with both, bro. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. Like Sean, you already knew when you started disrespecting this spirituality, you knew I was about to, you knew you knew.
You see that's the problem right there. We let words like energy, spirituality, soul, all those esoteric ass words that really have different meanings, but really have one meaning,
Right,
confuse us.
right.
my
You
thing is
know,
this,
and
bro.
that's
Yeah.
the problem. We
Right.
shouldn't.
So
It's just the
We,
English, it's just the
we
English language and the English etymology, man.
right,
You
and
gotta
that's the
think
problem.
America only got a 1500 a year 1500 etymology. They ain't start making no fucking words in the year 1500.
Right.
So Sabio, what do we call it then?
We call it what do we call what?
When the spirit latch on to you.
You see, that's what you have to go to a psychologist or a psychiatrist. No, I'm being serious.
Whoever
Look,
specialized in that
who
shit.
specialize in that shit? You have to talk to them and because I can't. I know I have people explain that to me when I was locked up, and I've been like, bro, you need to talk to your counselor, like, because I don't know what I'm
Hey,
supposed to
Sabio a
tell
real
you.
nigga.
Like, I've never had that. I haven't ever experienced anything like
A
that.
counselor just a goddamn motherfucking goddamn a motherfucking free band jewel, man.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. I took psychology, and I know how powerful the brain is.
That bit
I know
powerful
we,
now.
I know we can make ourselves see shit, experience shit, and that's not there due to different stimulants, ideas, and
But
all
guess
types
what?
of shit.
But
All
guess
because
what?
the
When you
brain
when you
is
tuned
making
in
this shit
now,
real.
Hey,
it
Bo
different when you
say
got it different when you got a strong mind and a weak mind. You see what I'm saying? It's just like
I'm
goddamn.
strong minded as hell.
It's just
And
like these niggas back before I went to the Fed. Didn't no cap. Man, I used to be on lean, beans, Roxy's, perks. Man, I ain't never goddamn OD or none of that dumbass shit. I smoked tune. I smoked goddamn spies. Remember I used to smoke spies? You remember when I used to smoke that spies shit? That goddamn synthetic shit? I smoke that shit right now. Man, listen, I done seen bitches jump in the fucking lake and act like they're a fish. I done seen a nigga goddamn jump in the street acting like it's a lake, acting like he a fucking fish. I done seen bitches literally fight theyself. I'm talking about literally punch theyself
so
in their
now you
fucking
see the
face.
power
I done
of
seen
drugs
bitches
in the
call the
mind.
police on themselves. I done seen bitches do the most on this shit. You know what this shit do to me? This ain't thing weed do.
Some people have different effects.
That's what I'm trying
Some
to tell
people,
you. Like,
it affects
it's all
people
a
different.
mind thing.
So
So you think
bang.
goddamn, man, listen, if my mind was fucked up to the point where I'm goddamn psyching myself out to go through some shit like this, don't you think I have a whole bunch of stories about this shit?
No, because sometimes you can forget.
How you gonna forget? How strong
Sometimes
mind?
because
Have you ever did it?
I forget shit all the time.
No,
I
I'm
don't
talking
do
about
drug.
have you
I don't do.
ever psych
Only
yourself
thing
out?
only thing no. Only drug I've ever done is
So what makes
marijuana.
you different? Because I was sober as a motherfucker. I was locked up. So what make you different?
You was probably high when you got locked up though.
Man, you act like I said, soon as I got locked up, I
Hold
was
up,
in the
Bo.
fish
Hold up,
tank
Bo. Hold
coming
up, Bo.
down or
Hold up,
something.
Bo.
I had
Did you
this
swallow? Hold
experience.
up, Bo. Bo,
This
did you
before the
swallow the
feds
dope?
came and got me. I was
Bo, did you
already
swallow the
locked
dope?
up for 5
Did you
months.
swallow the dope for the cops came?
Man, what the fuck I look like swallowing some dope?
Man, you know
I
how
don't
we
do
do in the
dumbass
streets,
shit like
man.
that. I'm not finna risk killing myself, goddamn, trying to not go to jail. I ain't scared of jail.
You know how we do in the streets, Bo.
Man, I'm
We
finna
tell-
run and try to get rid of this shit. I'm a track star.
You
I'm a
just said
deal,
that you
nigga. I'm
you
finna
just
try to
said
get rid of this shit.
that you be high. So I'm just saying you was probably high
Man,
coming
listen, I
down.
wasn't high.
I don't know.
Bro,
I don't
Give
know.
me another stipulation.
I
bro,
don't know.
Shit.
Nah, Bo. Give us another example when that
Man, that
innocent
shit happened 5 months into me being incarcerated. I had been in goddamn down there every part because I'm goddamn just causing bullshit, fucking with the guards and dumbass shit like that to get my time go back. I know I'm finna do some time. Last part I'm in, probably goddamn 3 weeks before I go to the Fed, before the feds come get me.
I don't know. That's something. Like I said, you'd have to deal with somebody who can explain it better than me, because I'm not one
All
of
right,
them.
look. All right,
I
look.
know what the
I
hell
think.
going
Hey,
on.
look.
I
I can
know
get
what the hell
Sabio.
going
I can
on.
get Sabio. I can get Sabio to agree with this. Watch this. Sabio, do you think that ghosts are real?
Nope.
What is a ghost?
Okay, so hunting, like paranormal activity.
That shit was false.
Man, that
That's
shit
visual
That
really
effect.
shit
hell.
was that movie was
your paranoid activity was fake as
fake
hell.
as hell.
Paranoid activity was fake as hell.
That movie was fake
Yeah,
as hell.
the
But
actual movie
but
and the
but do
actual
ghosts
movie is
exist?
fake. Of
Do
course,
do
it's
do,
fake. They
do
got
ghosts
actors.
exist?
Until I see one, I can't say they
I think
exist. I can't
me.
until I experience them. I can't say they exist. And other people's experiences are
Hey,
not
listen. Hold
proof that
on.
they exist.
Hey, listen. I
Because
don't mean to
that's
cut you
like me
off.
saying aliens
Home,
exist.
listen.
How can
Some
I
real
know
shit right
aliens
there.
exist?
Why
Because
y'all
other
playing with
people
this
tell me
shit?
aliens exist.
Listen, why y'all
I
playing
can't
with this shit?
accept
I'm
that.
getting chill bumps right now thinking about this shit, man. Man, listen, man. I already told you my daughter already had this goddamn experience, man. Didn't I tell you this, right?
Yeah.
My other daughter ain't never had this experience. What y'all be seeing in that washroom at night? We stay in an old ass historic house in the country. Get what you heard what they just said. We see people. Real shit, man. This shit real, man.
Yeah, bro. And like,
Hey,
bro.
Sabio,
Man, y'all get
I
stuck
ain't
on
gonna
that
lie,
science
Sabio.
shit
Oh
and
no,
y'all
but
want to
hold
do that
on, but
white
hold on,
man
though, but hold
shit.
on, though, but hold on, bro.
Thinking
Hold
that
Oh
on,
man.
hold on. Wait a minute,
yeah,
bro.
gonna
I
be
Science
live in
is the
straight.
Dallas.
white man shit. Yeah, at this point, when science becomes the white man shit, it's time to go.
I said
I
just
can't.
that
I
science
can't.
shit.
I
That's
can't.
white man shit.
I
The
cannot have
people
a
that sold it on
conversation.
white
I can't.
on
Shawnee. If he don't understand that science was on the planet when man got on the planet and it came from Africa, I don't even want to have a conversation, bro.
well,
Like
who invented
Nah.
science?
But
Who
look. Hey,
invented
nah, hey,
science?
Bo.
If
Ghosts
it
are
was
African,
not
on
even
the planet
scientific.
before man,
Africans,
hold on now. Hold on now.
Africans
Can
invented
debate team
science.
in the 6th grade. Hold on. Hey, hold on.
Africans invented science.
You just said science was on the planet before man.
Yeah,
Came
life
on the planet.
originated and
So
life
who the hell
originated in
invented
Africa.
science? Who discovered science?
Life originated in Africa. Man came from Africa, the Olduvai Gorge in Africa. The first mathematical papyrus and tools come from Africa, yo. Math is a science, bro. What is we talking about here? You need to slow down, bro.
Hey man.
Man,
Like I can't
y'all
have a
both.
Hey
conversation with a
man,
person
you
like this who
just
says
said
white
Man,
man
man, hold
science.
on,
He
hold on,
got
hold on, hold on.
listen,
you
listen,
just
Shawnee. He's
said
speaking English.
science was
He's
on
speak,
the
Sabio,
he's
planet
speaking
Sabio,
English,
before
Shawnee.
man was
Sabio,
on the
Sabio,
planet.
you
Mm.
good, Sabio, you good.
Ain't that what
Bo,
you just said?
I want you to say, Bo, say what you said about the white man part.
If you believe solely on science and on the white man ways, your ass is grass.
Mm, mm, mm,
Period.
Oh, he ain't say science is a white man shit, Sabio.
mm, mm.
Hell no. But
Solely
then when he
on
said
silent.
that,
Solely on
that's
listen,
what got
listen,
me on
listen,
that, because you
listen,
made that
listen,
statement
listen.
that
Watch
science
this.
was on the
Watch
planet
this.
before
So
man
so
was
watch
here.
this. Watch this. What are you using right now? Are you using science to talk to me in whatever state you're in on this device? Are you using science or are you using spirituality?
Sabio, we don't believe in
To
that God
be
shit over here.
to
We
be
good on
No,
Sabio.
technical,
no, no, no. I
We on
just
to
your
be
side,
technical, I'm
Sabio.
using
Sabio, we on
technology.
your side, nigga.
so we're using science right now, right? All right. So if we're
To
using
be
science, right,
technical,
are we using science or spirituality? Are we using God,
we using
spirit?
technology to be technical.
Okay, science is technology, though, right?
No, it's not. It comes from
It's in,
science.
it's in, it's in it's in the field of science. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're using technology, which is a scientific field. All right.
So what
So
we were
that's what
doing
I'm
before
saying.
we were talking, how we were
So
communicating.
that's what I'm saying. We can't dumb the conversations down by saying if you're using science, your ass is grass because
Hey,
you
hold
use
on. This
science
see,
every
no.
day.
See, listen. We can't hear what we want to hear. We
I
gotta
heard
hear
everything that you
everything.
said. I heard everything that you
So you
said.
got to add the
Break it
white
down,
man
Bo. Break it
part
down,
too.
Bo.
Because I'm not saying if you solely believe in science.
He's not, bro. Not saying talking
I
about like
said
oh
in
like
white
phones
man
and shit.
ways. It's a lot of people that
Oh
believe in
shit.
science, but think like, I mean, just go, not even think like the white man, because they thought like the white man, they wouldn't go by the ways the white man taught us. So I'm not gonna say it like that, but if you go by the ways that the white man have taught us and science, your ass is grass. That's what I said.
Whew.
Point blank period.
Well, the white man haven't taught me anything. Everything I learned from my mother and myself and the people that I decided to learn from. I learned from books, from teachers, and some of my teachers happen to be Caucasian. Some of them happen to be black. Some of them happen to be Asian. Some of them happen to be Arab. Um, I learned from
Who
them.
invented the school system?
They had school systems in Africa. Oldest colleges are in Africa. So do you really want to go there? You see, you
We're
gotta,
not in Africa.
okay, cool. Yeah.
Who
So yeah.
invented the American school system then? Let me be specific.
Unfortunately, the people that run this country, Europeans, French,
Okay then.
German, Caucasians, unfortunately. But
And layman turned to white man.
and what does that mean? I'm not supposed to use their
Okay
tools
then.
to educate myself? Is that
Okay
what you're
then.
saying?
Don't you know? Don't you
So is that what
no
you're
just
saying?
okay, I'm gonna keep let you ask me. I'm gonna
Nah,
let
that
you
ain't
say
what he's
what
saying,
you saying and
Sabio.
then I'm gonna answer your question.
Is that what you're saying that we're not supposed to use the
Sabio.
tools?
Y'all gonna agree. Just hear each other out. Y'all gonna agree.
I just want to hear. I just want to
Only
answer to
reason
that.
I say that, only reason I went that far with it is because guess what? In Europe, the average third grader has the education of a grown person in motherfucking America. That's why I said
Hmm?
school. Then you
I
said
need
it's
the,
schools in
I
Africa.
need those
So I had to
statistics.
be specific. Cause
I need those statistics. Let me see that. I need to pull that up.
come on,
That's
man.
something I haven't heard
Teach
before.
third grade etymology and all that shit. We don't goddamn learn that shit till we goddamn learn how to have a free mind.
There were certain words I learned in junior high school. I don't remember what etymology meant in junior high school, but I was in the spelling bee, so
That one tell them when I get open.
I was in the spelling bee, so I was in junior high school when I learned that word. I didn't think I'd be using it as much as we use it.
Hey, Jalen.
What's up?
So, let me ask you this, man.
Oh, shit.
After we burn the Bible
Mm-hmm.
and burn the Quran,
Mm-hmm.
nah, fuck that. Fuck that. We're gonna get back to this ghost shit. So you telling me a motherfucker's supposed to die?
Huh?
So check me out, Jalen. So you telling me a motherfucker's supposed to die and they goddamn whatever you want to call it don't live on to where it could hunt somebody? Why we keep hearing these stories then about like Black Wall Street? They bombed Black Wall Street, right? But they got this town, they got this little black town to where I think it's a like a reserve or some shit.
I've been to that town. That town hella cool.
So
I
why
got
they say
family
they
live in
still hear
Oklahoma
ghosts
City.
there, Sabio?
They don't. It's stories. I got family in Oklahoma City.
You ain't hear your ancestors, Sabio?
Nah, I didn't hear shit. It's just a good story. It's just a good story, bro. That's what they are. They're good stories. It's kind of like the story about, have you ever heard the shit about the Atlantic Ocean and the hurricanes are supposed to be the spirits of the ancestors whipping up, kicking Americans' ass for all the dead people in the ocean and shit. All
Nah,
the people that was
I
jumping off
ain't
of ships and shit
I ain't
like
never
that.
heard that one.
But yeah, that was an old tale. That about hurricanes and shit. So it's just old little folk tales that get passed on and transformed over time, yo. That's
So
all.
when you hear the word ghost, when you hear the word hunting, when you hear the word anything about a ghost, it's bullshit.
I'd be like, I gotta see what y'all talking about. I just can't hear you tell because I've been hearing about this shit since I was young, bro. But I've never seen nothing with it.
See, I never seen it too, but I know for a fact it can't be scientifically proven. You feel me? Like a
But
goddamn like talking to
all
God.
like okay, cool. Like we got Instagram, we got phones. Like people having these experiences now. All I need you to do is right when that shit happened, come out of your frozen state and videotape that shit.
Go live.
Bang,
So what about
bang. You kill a game. You kill a game.
what about
No
what
cap.
about the alien footage?
What alien
No,
footage?
hold on. Let me re-say that.
What alien footage?
Hold on, let me re-say. Listen,
What
hold on.
alien
What
footage?
about the
Because it's a
spaceship sighting? That's why I had to re-say that. What about
the
that? What
what
about the
the U
goddamn
the
spaceship sighting?
UFOs, the UFO sighting, that unidentified flying object could be any. It could be a bird that they couldn't identify. Damn it!
I
It
always
could be
said
a
that now.
UFO. Could be anything. That's why it's called an
I'm talking about the footage
unidentified
though.
flying object.
I'm talking about the footage though.
What footage from the movies?
Nah, shit, man, they got sightings, man.
like I gotta we got astronauts up in space right now. How come they not fucking up the space stations right now? Why haven't the astronauts sent us no alien sightings back?
Oh
Like
man,
these are
I'm
the
just
questions we
saying,
gotta
man.
logically
Yeah,
ask ourselves.
man, I
Like
just
for
got.
real. Like nah, bro, we gotta really
Hold
ask
on. Okay,
ourselves these
since we there, Sabio, Area 51. How you feel about Area 51?
I think it's a place that we allow people to lie to us about. I think it's just a place where the government do experiments on nukes and shit like that, like 29 Palms.
How you feel about Area 51, Rumbo Yappa Chopper?
Shit. I think that shit real.
Think they got them damn aliens chained down in jail doing
Like
hard
like
time.
like on Independence
I don't
Day.
think it like
Like
that,
on
man. On some
Independence
real
Day.
shit, man. On some real shit, like I just can't go for we the only motherfuckers in the whole universe. Like I just can't go for that.
I agree with that.
You
I
feel
agree
me?
with
I
that.
really do believe it's motherfuckers out there. You feel me? That more advanced than us, that's dumber than us, like all walks. You feel me?
Hey,
We just ain't seen them yet.
We ain't
hey,
seen them, but you feel
hey,
me? Like
I'm gonna put it to
when
you
I
like
say that too,
this.
let me add this right quick. The government so slick, man. You think if they motherfucking goddamn encounter this shit, man, they finna goddamn let the public know, hey man, we just encountered some aliens. They friendly though. Hey, we just encountered some aliens. Go get your guns, cause
Oh
goddamn, we might
man.
can't hold them off now. We encountered some aliens. It's all right though. We ain't that many. We can hold them off, man. They weak. Man, hell nah, they ain't gonna do that
Yeah, I'm a
dumbass shit.
skeptic. I'm a skeptic, but I'm not a skeptic to the point to where the conspiracy theories are like prevalent. And I don't know what's out there, and I can say that, and I can admit that. But until I do know, I'm not finna just jump out the window and say I know for certain there's other life out there because I don't know. So until I do know, I'm going to stay on this side and say nah, because I
I'm
can't see the elements existing anywhere
see
else. So
if you would
hold
have
up.
asked me, do I know? I got to say no because I never seen it. Like you said, I never seen it with my eyes.
So for me
But
to
it's just
even
like
say
when
I
you just said,
believe,
ask yourself a why.
but for me to even say I believe would be faulty. Why? Because that I'm leaning on something that I don't know. So I would just rather say no until I have the evidence. And once the evidence presents itself, then I can change my stance. Like
I feel
instead
you.
of just believing something because I've heard a whole bunch of stories and because I don't know, that's basically saying there's a creator out there. And like, how can I say there's a creator out there and I don't have evidence of it? Like, nah, I'm an anti-theist and I know that man created gods from the top of our minds. Like I say every day, I could create a God right now, and all I
Well,
have
how
to
we
do is
got here?
write a good enough story and have a good enough effigy of it and push it hard enough and shit. And hey,
So 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 you 100% side. So you believe in the Big Bang and shit.
I know that I put it like this. Think the Big Bang happened more than there was some God that sat up there and said, "Let me create this one planet and these other planets and just then I'm gonna just create some shit on this planet for nah
I'm with you on that now. Like, I'm
like
not with the Big Bang shit, but
like
far as not with no God, like not believing that God just said, "Hey, I'm gonna make this planet, I'm gonna make this planet," and shit, all that
yeah, the
bullshit.
Big Bang. Yeah, I adhere to
Yeah,
the
that's
Big Bang.
Abrahamic religion. That's some shit that a nigga believe. Like you were just saying, like you feel
Yeah,
me?
I
That
adhere to
basically
the I
saying,
don't
oh,
believe in
this
the
the Bo
Big Bang.
religion
I accept the Big
with
Bang
the
theory.
goddamn aliens. You feel me?
I accept the Big Bang theory. I don't believe in it. I accept it until there's a better hypothesis to explain the expansion and the existence of the universe, other than some creator God that we can name or we can keep naming, and we can't. There's so many of them. So which one do I have to choose from? Why do I have to
See,
choose from the latest one?
I ain't on that shit. That right there. You feel
So
me?
you
But
know,
that's why I asked. That's why I made that statement. Like, I believe that is more. I believe that we were brought here. We had to be brought here. Cause how the
brought
fuck
here.
we had to be brought here or
Bo, what the
made?
hell?
How the
Oh
fuck we get
shit!
here? How the
Oh
fuck we get
shit!
here?
Somebody dropped us off. Somebody
We
dropped
came
us
from.
off
We
and
was a
left
little
us.
tadpole, or what?
We got dropped off on Earth.
So you believe we was a little tadpole, or came from monkeys and all this dumbass shit?
Nobody say we come from monkeys. There go the end of the conversation right there. If you say we come from monkeys, that lets me know you don't understand evolution.
I'm asking you where we came from. Ain't
Break it
about
Oh,
down
this.
to him, Sabio.
I'm asking you a question.
I'm not the best evolutionist to take you this, Maybe you should have talk to him about this. Um, but the
So he
best I
asked
can
you a
say,
question, Sabio. He asked you where we come from. Can you give us a short answer?
we come from Homo sapiens sapiens, and we come from hominids and primates. We all share common ancestors. We are all we are what they would consider great apes. We are not monkeys. And the difference between monkeys and apes, maybe you should look them up. Maybe you should teach him the
I
difference
just
between
said
monkeys and
I just
apes.
said monkeys, man. Primates. I
We're
just
not.
said
We're
monkeys.
not monkeys.
It's a primate. I just said monkeys.
No.
Man,
I
both.
don't believe I come from no damn primate.
All right. So let me. Can you share your screen, Shiny? I need you to pull up what makes a ape. What makes a great ape,
I'm gonna do it on my laptop real quick.
and share your screen. Or and I want you to see the things that we have in common with gorillas and other great apes. They have hair. They
I know we
have
got a
hair.
lot of shit in
They have
common.
hair. They have opposable thumbs. And there's one other thing. I can't remember the third thing. But those are the three things that we have.
So evolution is the reason.
Yeah.
So what we gonna evolve from here?
We don't need to evolve. You see, that's the problem. You see, that's the problem with evolution. And people think we should continue to change. Evolution only happens when there's a change in the environment that prompts that change.
So what was that? So what was that cause to turn us to this?
Life, eating habits, cooked meat, the frontal lobe, the development of the frontal lobe, eating habits, speech, those things.
Who introduced him to cook meat? I'm a real
Whoever,
white nigga.
like I don't
I ain't no
I
white
can't
nigga to try to be combative. I'm
I
a
can't
white
tell
nigga pronto.
I can't tell you that. Like that'll be me trying to give you an answer that I don't think any scientist can tell you who introduced them to cooking meat.
So
Maybe they decided
how we know all this shit fat then?
because we can see it and it's been traced. That's why you have to ask
But
people
I
who
didn't
actually
see that shit though.
hold up. You're asking somebody who's not real studied in this. So, and
What's
I
the
just
question?
admitted this to you. So it'll be imperative of you to go study these things so you can figure it out for yourself and stop trying to pin me down to give you
what's
answers
I
that
ain't
I know
trying to
I
pin
can't
you
what's the
give you.
down. I'm
question,
just
Bo?
trying to this is that's what you believe or
No,
what
it's
you
not what I
know
believe. It's what's been
or what you done
proven. And
studied or whatever.
if you want to find out yourself, go study it. Go put those questions into Google, and they will pull up places for you to research it at. Like that's all you can do, bro.
Hey, Bo, what was your question?
I'm just
Bo,
asking
what was your
you.
question?
That's what you believe.
Bo, what was your question?
What was the change?
I just
What
asking
was the
them my
change?
I was just asking where we come from. You said we great apes. Okay. Well, how the hell did we goddamn change from that to this? You say eating habits. Okay. You said I know we ain't supposed to eat meat. Cause we ain't got carnivore teeth.
You
Ain't that
said
the
you
shit?
said you know we ain't
Hey,
supposed
that's
to what?
we ain't supposed to eat meat. Cause we ain't got
Why you say
goddamn
that?
cause we ain't got carnivore teeth. We got teeth like gorillas.
We
We
don't.
can eat meat.
No, we don't. We have
We ain't supposed to
incisors. We
eat meat.
have molars. We have incisors. We have molars. We have everything we need to eat meat.
We can eat meat, Bo.
Why you think we can eat meat?
If we actually, Bo, if we go vegan, we'll die earlier, bro. That's unhealthy.
Okay, so now I'm really confused. Cause if that what the fuck we
We're
came
not. We're
from,
we're
how
we're
the
not. We're
fuck
not
we
herbivores.
elevate? to
We're not
get the
herbivores,
goddamn
yo.
able to eat this shit?
We're not herbivores.
Say that again, Bo.
How did we get able to eat this shit if that's what we came from? Cause I don't know nan gorilla eat no fucking meat.
We didn't come
And
from
no bitch is
gorillas. You
strong.
see,
And
that's
no
the
bitch is bigger.
problem.
And I
Hey,
bet you
Bo,
can't go get nan
goddamn,
nigga that
Bo.
could beat
And
a
some of the
gorilla.
gorillas do, and there are some gorillas that will eat meat.
Yeah, probably now.
No, they always have.
Bo, we not no monkey, Bo.
Right,
We
and
not a,
you know
Bo, we not a
chimpanzees and
monkey.
baboons eat meat. You better watch. I've seen chimpanzees and bamboos take lion cubs and shit. Yeah, they eat meat. Some monkeys eat meat,
Hey,
but
but
we're
yeah,
not
Bo,
monkeys.
that's the misconception that we come from monkeys or we come from primates. We actually evolved from an ancestor.
Right,
You feel me?
a
So
common
imagine the
ancestor.
ancestor right here, and we right here, and the gorillas right here. You get
So
what I'm
we
saying?
fucking man, I'm looking this shit up, man. It say the great ape is a fucking primate, man.
Exactly.
What's wrong with that?
Hell is primate, man.
What's wrong with that, Bo?
I don't come from no fucking monkey, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm saying this shit in retarded terms,
Do
and
you
I'm
have
intelligent
opposable
motherfucker.
thumbs?
I
Do you
don't
have
come
do
from
you have
no
opposable
primate,
thumbs?
man.
Do you
I'm
have
not no
opposable
fucking
thumb?
primate, man.
Do you have opposable thumbs?
Do
Bo,
you
you
walk
know
on
you
your
got a
hands? Do
tail,
you
right?
walk on your knuckles?
Do you have opposable thumbs?
Do
Yes or
you
no?
walk on your knuckles?
Do you have opposable thumbs?
Yes, I do. Do you walk on your
Okay.
knuckles?
Do you have hair?
I got a video. I got a perfect video. I got a
Can you,
perfect video that explains evolution, Bo. I got a perfect video for you.
like this is crazy.
But once you see it in a visualization, it's better to understand. You feel me? Than just say we came from something that looked like that. You
Who
gotta
discovered science?
what'd you say?
Who discovered science?
Us, nigga, Africans. So don't let that don't think don't think I'm saying that they put their spin on it. Hell no, they learn from us.
So
And
the
they
Africans, said we got their bit buying game.
no, the Africans didn't say that. That's when
Okay.
science got technology, Bo.
Okay.
Bo,
Okay.
that's when science got technology, Bo. We
Okay.
didn't have the technology, Bo. You get what I'm saying? So they just upgraded it. They upgraded and pushed it forward. You get what I'm saying? In Egypt, we already had Supreme. We already had everything, Bo.
I already
They
know.
just put the technology on it and upgrade.
I know them bitches had batteries and everything back then.
Hey, Bo, we gonna ride with that goddamn science, Bo. You better cut it out.
Hey man, some shit
Ain't
makes
no
sense. I'm
goddamn
going.
white
Hey,
man
me
science, Bo.
personally, I'm just going to make sense with me. All that shit that they present us ain't fucking facts. It's just like goddamn with the food. We got the
Oh,
most
you talking
banned
about the
ingredients in
government, Bo? You talking
food.
about the government?
Yeah, I'm talking about the government. You think the government ain't got a hand? Okay. You think
I
the
agree with
government
you
ain't
on
got
the
the,
government.
you think the United, you think the governments, you think all these governments ain't in cahoots and shit. When these bitches be going to war and shit, them niggas just be goddamn funking about some goddamn bullshit. A bitch ain't held up their agreement. Okay.
Nah, man, we already know. We already know the government fugazi.
So that's why I like the goddamn even with Google, nigga. I don't trust Google like that, man. You feel me? I be trying to goddamn see what them old goddamn them real old books. You feel me? Them real old hard book back motherfuckers. You feel me? I don't want that paperback shit y'all don't revise, man. You feel me? This shit
Hey,
might as
Bo,
well
Bo,
be the damn Bible, nigga.
hey, Bo, say don't give me that. Don't give me the e-copy. Don't give me the goddamn reader copy.
Man, don't give me that re-rock, man. I want the straight drop.
Nah, for real, man. Man, I'm about to get up out of here. It's been a hell of a goddamn show. Bo, I appreciate you for rocking with me. I know the mother niggas had to go to sleep. Goddamn, it's getting late. Hey, Bo, man, let me know what the movies is, man.
Hey man, I'm gonna try to goddamn man. I'm trying to see what's up, man. My money be right, man. I might come down there for my birthday, man.
Man, you gotta come down there and fuck with me.
Man, you know I'm coming to fuck with shit. You the only nigga down there I fuck with. I got a couple cousins and shit down there, but you know, shit. Man, you rock harder than them shit. We done spent more time together than goddamn me and them shit.
Man, you ain't gotta get no hotel, nigga. You can stay at my shit.
Man, you know I gotta get that hotel-y, man. I
You
might
know,
bring my family or
gotta
bring a
ski
couple
skis or something.
might bring a couple people with me, so you know I gotta get that room, man.
Okay.
I ain't gonna intrude like that.
It's overstood. That's a bet, my boy, man. Fuck with me, man. I'm gonna chop it up with you.
All right, yes, sir.
All right, boss.
Yes, sir.